So, in the blue color, spawning on the bottom side of Midgard, this is none other than Hagrit. Going for his dog, finding the fish, nice. On the top side, we have got Nullus, playing as the Red Hades. Also finding his salmons. Best fish, no contest.
Yeah, fish looks good for both sides.
I mean, salmon is tasty, but okay, that too.
I am quite happy to see Hagrid swap to Isis here. It's a pick I highly agree with, but I haven't seen so much of Hagrid's Isis, so I am quite curious to see how he's going to play this. Do
Well,
you
it's
know
good for
anything?
the map, right? So I think
Yeah.
I think Hagrid is just trying to play the map because, you know, Egyptian dogs pretty affordable, so he's just gonna use that and get up like 4 or 5 or more, and maybe try to do a fast heroic, get one of these safe-ish gold mines. Speaking of safe-ish gold mines, he's got one right here, and he could even secure a forward town center not too much later, so I like it. Not a too scary map for him. The towers beautifully protect the back gold mine.
Yeah, the forest is a perfect shield as well.
That
This
too.
is, I mean, it's nice to have a forest, but this forest is like at the perfect distance so that enemies can't shoot over it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe if you squeeze the Toxotes at the very, very edge. Oh, no. Never mind.
No.
Looking at the full one.
Yeah. The thing is, I think my brother would usually just, or like on water maps in general as ISIS, his default strategy would almost always be to just AE into the economy. Like fast
Yep.
heroic and win water really quickly and then just go strong on land. And I think the insanely deadly part about winning that way or winning water that way is that you win water by destroying their land eco, which means after they lose water as well, they don't have a land eco either. So it's quite difficult. And the fast heroic as well with a Eclipse Leviathan going on a rampage on water. You don't actually need to invest much to win it on water either, so it's a really efficient strategy that is extremely difficult to beat.
Yeah, I know, right? I
And
mean, you've got some other choices with the fast heroic, but not many of them are nearly as good as what you just said. So
yeah,
you could cast ancestors into the water, but those aren't even myth units, so they're not affected by Eclipse. It's really weird, actually, if you think about it. You don't see that done at the competitive level. At least I haven't seen that in a million years.
we will see.
No, we will not see it.
Oh, the scout finds the priest.
Yeah, the priest wins this though.
Yeah,
Stats is
I
already
was gonna
very low.
say, because the HP difference, why is the priest running? Despite it off. Give it a few slaps and it dies.
I guess he wanted to stay as far away from the villager as he could be.
Oh
Because
yeah,
that
the
villager
villager's coming.
is faster, and I think with that he might be able to get rid of this priest, especially with good body blocking from the scout. Oh, Hagrid.
What? And the scout lives, actually. That's huge.
No way.
But the thing is, if he had at least kited his priest back from that situation, he could have caused some idle time on the villager, which
Yeah, I know,
could have...
right? Because you still have to chase then. I don't even think the priest would have died if just a scout chases, actually.
Nah. I think what Hagrid did at the start was probably correct, where maybe if he ran away further with a priest, he would have discouraged Nullus from even sending a villager in the first place. Like, like this is a case where psychology can impact decision making a lot. Where if your villager is already on top of the priest, you're probably willing to chase it to kill it, because it's just a few more steps in your mind. But if you're having a larger initial distance to actually get there at all, you might just not want to send it, and thus the priest would be able to fight off the scout. It's just a thought in my head, though, so who knows how the players would actually go about it, but never know. If he ran away a bit further and then fought the scout, he probably could have lived.
Yeah, by the way, both players going past 4 dogs, it seems. Well, Nullus just got his 4th. Hagrit getting his 5th. Each of them sort of acting as a mini town center. Well, at least to a point. I mean, you only have so many fishing spots, and unlike villagers on food, fish can only occupy 1 food spot. What? Ships can occupy 1 fish spot, yes.
But they're completely even on boats at the moment. 18 to 18. And 2 villages ahead for the Greek. Yeah, Midgard is honestly a difficult map on build orders because... Oh...
Oh!
Dead Mano! And up the TC goes.
Well, it was an attempt, but you're never gonna kill a pharaoh and the Sphinx.
Yeah. And the Ajax steals the relic. But to finish my thought was, it's difficult because balancing food and wood income, yeah, the TC goes up without worries, can cause some idle TC. Wait!
Oh! No,
Oh, what?
the animation is too slow.
Oh, that was so surprising. Like the moment one attack connected, so does it mean 6 villagers actually outbuild 1 Sphinx?
Slightly apparently. Well, you only got like 5 crush DPS, so it's not much.
That's surprising.
Once you upgrade the Sphinx, that's definitely not the case.
For sure. But what are we seeing otherwise? Armory started for Hagrid. Armory for Nullus, not inside yet.
No, I would be surprised if he did, because he's got so many people on wood right now. I think he's just gonna commit to triremes for a little bit.
So just 2 TC water.
Yeah.
But the food is accumulating very nicely for Hagrid. I think he's looking at Heroic for sure.
Yeah, I think I agree. He's got a lot of people on wood as well, though.
Yeah, but he might also just be saving... Never mind. There's cabinets. I mean, it's never wrong to make a few, because... Oh, there's actually a lot of them on the right side.
Oh wait, Hagrid is looking for a 3rd TC. Okay, that is interesting.
I do not disagree.
I suppose he's only been slightly disrupted on the water, and he's technically killing ships for it, so... It's not bad, yeah.
Yeah, and he has a lot of food, and we has kind of a back gold mine, like a hard to raid gold mine, so... If he just uses the food from water to make some villages and go heroic, he's gonna be in a lovely position.
Yeah, man. I think he's playing really well.
Yeah, so far I agree with this a lot. And even if he loses water, cabinets can just run away from triremes and just raid a bit. Their bonus damage to fishing boats is really, really useful in those situations. But a Hippicon finds the TC? But TC should go up.
That is 7 bills. Don't even need to empower that.
There's just one thing that I'm worried about for Hagrid, where he might want to cut villager production for just a moment to go heroic first. I think unlocking the Migdol is and siege boats and Leviathan would be super impactful here. So I would just cut it for just a brief moment here and force drop.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, especially because he needs to deal with his Hippicons. The numbers are growing, so you're right about this. Getting a few camels is super easy once you have it up, so especially on Midgard.
I think he also just wants to add more monuments because Isis has access to Scorpion Men. They are genuinely one of the strongest myth units in the entire game because of multiple reasons. And one of them is, for example, like, even their resource costs. They cost wood.
Yeah, and it's only 150, so let's stack those two together. It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, and AoE, good frontline tank, excellent at killing Hippicons. Like, what do you want more? You just make chariots and scorpionmen, and you kill the heroes, and the scorpions kill the calf.
Well,
And under
Hagrid.
Eclipse.
Hagrid is going up to like 2,000 gold and then massively shifts his villagers onto that gold mine. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. But yeah, this is also now the reason why I said to cut villagers, because if he has now so many excess resources that could already be units, like he could have already been running around with chariots or something. He could have already had a Migdol or two.
Oh!
Like, why not make a second Migdol, really?
Those
And
miners. Ah! Rip.
yeah, that's a juicy raid. And now he has a huge bank, which doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
And
Especially
Nullus
if he
is
starts getting
establishing map control.
spears. That's gonna make it even worse.
Yeah. But his position is still okay. But Nullus is certainly playing this well.
Yeah, he's a good player, man. And he's got his armory. He's going Aphrodite.
Yeah,
Still
and
making Hippicons. Double layer walling, by the way. I like it. That is so good
Yeah.
against ancestors. So it's like, good luck getting through this.
There's just one thing I'm concerned about, which is that he still hasn't taken his fronticy. He has the resources for it.
It's okay. You know what? You can just wall up where the barracks is for Hagrid, as a Greek player, and throw down a fortress, start patrol or sieging this down. You've got the units to back it up, I think. And then you can take that, which is already close to his production. Plus,
yeah,
he's been raiding all this time, so it's great.
Look at the Hippicon just killing the villager on the farm.
Oh, nice.
It was on stand ground. Yeah, this is actually really good raiding by Nullus.
That too, like he's hitting the water at the same time.
Yeah, like, and he's at both TCs, like just really annoying with those caps.
There's a fortress.
Just front TC. He needs more population.
Is that in range? I think he'll need another wall.
You might be right. This looks barely at the edge of the range, if it works. Are there any siege boats yet? I don't see any.
I think he wants to focus on the patrol boats. He's already done the damage on the water. So now he's just buying time by running around his triremes into the corner. And yeah, he's making patrol boats. Age for Artemis. Aye.
Oh. Yeah. And Hagrid is actually going Hathor.
At least he's got monuments to kind of protect against it, but you got a bunch of Gastrophiles, they melt fast. And there's the first town center as well.
Finally. I think that's way too late, but we will see. And the pressure on the TC still going on. But he could have done much more damage if he maybe just raided the gold mines and did not fight at the TCs so much. What do you think about this position?
I think Hagrid's screwed, man. Like, okay, the patrol boss was not in the wall, but Nullus is just gonna make a new one. He is gonna have heavy spears, and I don't know. Maybe he can get a decent locust, but I highly doubt it. And even so, Nullus is like earthquaking this down. Okay. I don't agree with earthquaking that TC.
Yeah, me
that was
neither.
already going down. What's the rush?
And I think the worst part about it is the Migdol will be below the TC does not have a monument.
Oh, right. Got a few vills with the curse.
Yeah. Yeah. I see some mercenaries here, but I am kinda not convinced.
Especially with the infantry ones, they are gonna melt faster than the Toxotes.
Okay.
I guess he beat. Yeah, he beat the Locust. Good job.
Yeah, and Hagrid is just out of gold here. He's completely out of gold.
So much for the Mercs. Let's see if he can trade a little bit. He's getting up in market at least.
Yeah, but he does not really have anything to sell either.
No, he's got a little food, I guess, if he is okay staying heroic.
I mean, he might want to save up for classical age next game. I'm not sure. Can he retake this TC? So far, it does not look completely impossible, but his numbers are just small and the mercenary wave is gone.
You know, I'm actually not seeing anything so far being gained from Artemis. A plenty would have been better.
I mean, yeah, the earthquake did not really do much. It just sped up everything a bit.
Yeah,
But
the Chimera is also like gone. And also didn't do anything.
I mean, it's a super strong unit, but doesn't always get the value. Yeah, this siege tower just barely, but still, the KD looks like it's heavily in Nullus' favor.
Yeah, it really seems to be that way. I mean, the TC will be stocked again, but doesn't matter if Hagrit loses every single unit he has for it, including the rock. Ouch.
Yeah.
And
If I'm
Bills.
Nullus right now, I probably want to build a fortress or a tower behind the TC, just to further establish control of this area. Or just go for the TC again. Why not? Might work this time.
Well, Hagrid has been getting armory upgrades, so he's got
Yeah.
bronze mail, he's got bronze
He's
weapons.
actually ahead in armory.
Yeah, if he can max out, it's actually pretty good, but he's going up against 160 population with just 146, but he can't even fill that.
Yeah. And population is dropping further and further. I think this is approaching the end.
Yeah, there it is. Was a good attempt, but when he didn't go heroic and instead put 30 villagers on gold, that was a problem.
Yeah. That was 100% the mistake. Like, he should have just cut Villas and gone heroic, and it costed him so hard. Everything else was actually going really well for both sides.
Oh, by the way, Boyd happened to host us with 90 viewers. I just noticed. Thank you very much, Boyd.
That's a lot of people. Hello.
Yeah, hi everyone. How's it going? Hagrid is once again spawning in the blue color. This time he's playing Hades. Classic. Nullus is going to be playing as Oranos. Let's see how this goes. We talked about this matchup quite a bit before. Hades should have quite a bit of a defensive edge. Oranos kind of has to just break through. Maybe Gold Starve if possible.
Yeah, gold stuff specifically on this map. His gold mines are all very forward. And one of them I would kind of like to rule out already because it kind of just sucks, the right one. Just cut off by the forest.
Oh yeah, you don't want to go there.
But his both front gold mines are kind of close to each other, so the Uranus is not going to have such a hard time to control both of them.
Not at all, but
So
what else is there? So there's no other option.
yeah, I mean, if your opponent might gold stuff you, gold stuff him instead. Sometimes it actually works. Like
That's
having bad map, play
not a
aggressive.
bad idea. And it's very possible. I mean, look at Nollus's gold mines actually. That's one safe gold mine right out in front of his base. But if Greek makes a good push happen with Restoration and maybe Curse following up, that can be pretty brutal. The others are kind of just way out there.
Yeah.
Oh, I must do relics. Hold on. Fetters of Fenrir and Armor of Achilles. Armor of Achilles could be pretty useful overall.
I just had to remember that one Addy player picking up Fetters of Fenrir and never using it. Was that more even who did
It
that?
was more.
Right?
I mean, it would be still good for rhinos and elephants and the like, but how
They're
often
all
does
dead
that
at
happen?
that point. Yeah,
There's no
what's the food
elephants, right?
situation? Say again?
There's no elephants, I think, this time.
Uh,
Don't see any.
no.
There's a lot of gazelles. Bunch of giraffes.
Not that much food in total though.
No, it's typical for savannah.
Yeah. This temple.
Very
What
forward,
is he
and
going?
also the oracles are grouping up by the hunt.
Yeah, isn't this a bit rude to just kind
It's a
of
little
form a
early.
triangle here?
If
Is
I'm
this
Hagrit, I'll definitely punch these.
but isn't this a perfect triangle? Like perfectly symmetrical triangle?
Do the villagers that disappear here?
I mean, once he reaches classical age, the triangle will take effect.
Well,
And they will perform a ritual, raise their staff, start glowing, and the villagers just disappear.
I like it.
Yeah, what do we have for Hagrid though? Athena, of course.
Yeah, he's doing it way sooner than Nullus is, it seems.
Yeah, what is Nullus doing? Is this
How many
like a
builds is he getting? Like, is this some 2TC strat?
It must be like, look at it, wood and gold.
Yeah. Oracles are leaving. Got punched.
Nah, they are full HP. Oh,
No,
no,
one of them.
7. Alright, that scared them off. Yeah, that DC is going up. It's actually... It's interesting that he goes for the 2TC here on this extremely open and aggressive map.
Just thinking about what you said about the Oracle Triangle. You know, if this was Age of Empires 4, that would actually be a thing, and they would save Ololo.
What?
Yeah.
Is that like an Easter egg, or is that actually...
No, the monk, if they hold a relic in Age of Empires 4, they get an ability to mass convert in a huge radius. So,
Interesting.
I mean, you can dodge it very easily, but still.
Look at that though, that defensive... Oh, the miner just walks past the oracles. Yeah. That's actually interesting. Was that even necessary? He could have... I think he was scared about the miner just maybe walking around the town center and hitting the villagers. But he could have just ghost built and that would have ended everything. Okay, that miner is basically dead. Oh! Gets punched by the Promethean.
Yeah, it doesn't even get to do the special.
Yeah. But... now... Hagrid is sending some reinforcements here. And... the hunt is forward. Can Hagrid do something here? Shockwave on cooldown?
I think it was used, right, for the Minotaur.
Yeah. And now this small Greek army is actually quite scary.
Especially with the heroes being so tanky, they can just take a few
Yeah.
hits and cause the idle time. I mean, you're never gonna kill a citizen with this, but just being annoying is enough.
Yeah. This is a pretty annoying position for Nullus. Those villagers are not gonna gather this food for a while. And if I'm Hagrid, I'm killing this giraffe.
Yeah, just make it decay a bit.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't really like Nullus' position. It does not look pleasant at all. Because Hagrid... Or... What is the food situation here for Nullus? Is he affording villagers properly at the moment?
Not quite. No. No, he'll need one more on food, I think.
Yeah. I mean, and he's trying to make some mamillas too. And he only has a few berries left and just a few more goats, so... His eco transition is not gonna be nice. Oh, that was a good snipe. Yeah, Hagrid needs to position those Toxotes in the back. Like, they cannot be there.
They do outrange the
Defense
Terma quite
villagers.
nicely, so it should be easy enough to do.
Hagrid won't lose a villager here.
No. No, but the Terma going there, so that is scary.
Oh yes, that is gonna kill. Yes, he's building a wall, but I don't think that's in time. Not with those villagers.
Yeah, he's only using one, so that's that.
Yeah. And Hagrid's army is looking for something, but what will it find?
He's waiting for the gold to be transitioned. And, oh, it's still pretty far away. It's 1,500 left almost. You know what
Yeah.
Hagrid can do? He can walk through that gate.
Yeah, but it's only gonna save some time, but already one villager going down. I think a second one probably as well. Yeah.
Oh man, that hurts.
Yes, and they're not safe at all there. Nullus could or probably should leave some villagers on this side, so they just... Yeah, so they don't do that. And meanwhile, Hagrid did what exactly? Caused the tower to burn? This position is very bad all of a sudden. Nullus is starting to stabilize, his army is starting to look strong. He did eco damage on top of being ahead in the boom anyways. This is looking very scary.
Yeah, man, I think just looking at the population here tells the whole story.
Yeah, and this surround is not happy. Like a
Uh-oh.
restoration...
It's nowhere near enough. Like, Terma will
No.
burn through the restoration. It's not a problem.
Is this game-winning fight? His restoration is gone. He didn't really lose anything for it, and now he's just gonna continue fighting and snap everything, I think. Is he gonna win right here?
It really looks like it to me, Kiyomaku. Hagrid's still streaming units, but they're gonna be very, very late to the party.
Yeah, everything is just dying and dying. The reinforcements are not fast enough at all. And with that, he is lost every single advantage he could have had from a 1-to-C aggression.
He is double the population of Hagrid. I've never seen anyone come back from that.
Yeah. That would require a miracle. And I think Nullus is just gonna go forward here. And I don't see Hagrid stopping it.
Yeah, he can go for those wood villagers right away. And he has enough Prometheans to kill towers and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't outright kill Hagrid right now, he'll be up heroic first, he will be up mythic first, and it will be not a pleasant sight for Hagrid. Like, is a TC even viable for Hagrid? It is not.
No. No, he needs that army to not die, I think.
What a turnaround, though.
No, it's just playing this really nicely. Aside from the one mistake he made, which was, idle villager production, but
Yeah.
everything else is kind of in order, so he made up for it.
Hagrid actually upgraded Minotaurs.
What? He did? Okay,
Yeah.
that's a strat, I guess.
This time it actually makes sense. More than last time, I mean. Because he's gonna be short on gold, so an upgraded myth unit that doesn't cost gold is gonna be nice and helpful. But will it be enough? I mean, the Greek army is not looking so weak right now, but there's no need for Nullus to really fight here at the moment. Or wait, the citizens are moving. There is something to defend.
Oh, man. If that had been 4 Minotaurs, then I'd say scary, but
Yeah.
I think he just handles this.
If he had Resto here.
Imagine that.
Yeah, when he got caught outside with his army like that, that was just a huge mistake. I mean, this fight is quite close, and
Yeah?
imagine if he had Resto on top of this.
Yeah, like,
It would be.
do you think it would have been good to just not resto that losing fight?
Good question. I mean, he lost everything anyways.
Yeah. And if you have it for this, that's a gold starve. Maybe even
difficult.
now, he's
He's
turning
already on the
around.
left. It does look quite promising, but the left mine is already getting eaten by Nullus, and he will have to split his units.
Yeah, absolute worst case scenario, Nullus loses the villagers here. He still has a 2 TC production for all this time. So he maybe can take that?
Should Nullus actually stop spending gold and go heroic first?
Maybe.
Like,
I'm very impressed by Hagrit though, like that was a big brain move.
the way it completely annihilated the army surprised me a lot. I did not expect that. Like, I thought the armies would just clash and Nullus would just reproduce everything, but somehow that didn't happen at all.
No,
And
but Nullus has a lot of resources, so I'm not quite sure what's happening. He is still missing that manor, but once he gets that back, a lot of units will pop, and that is going to be a problem.
At the same time, Hagrid's gold mine is out, and he's on really low gold.
On the bright side, he just killed 3 citizens, and the 4th one is happening right now. Nice.
Yeah. Wow, and the army is almost to the other gold mine. And the army does not look strong enough to defend it. But the bottom left side might be the saving grace for Nullus.
Yeah, true. Like, if you can hide that, if you can wall that, if you can reach or we can get a market, I think he's still in a decent position.
Something I would really like to see from Nullus right now is upgraded towers at this gold mine. Like, he has enough to get crenellations. If he can just build a tower here or two to deal with anything that's annoying. I mean, what's
has
gonna...
100 favor.
Yeah. What the... Is Nullus holding this?
It's gonna be difficult, but I think it's doable.
Yeah, these walls are quite helpful. I mean, all he really needs to do is just stall. Oh, that citizen, please let it die. But the bottom gold mine.
Yeah.
I think Nullus is surviving the gold stuff for now. The thing I'm more worried about is how much eco damage that Nullus take, because Hagrid did a lot.
Hagrid did a lot, but at the same time, he's still on 1 town center. He'll never get through a cage like this.
Yeah.
What are the pirates thinking? They'll never take Atlantis this way.
In this position, I probably would try to gather as much gold from this mine as possible to pretend that this is my last gold mine. Like, I wouldn't want... even if I lose a citizen for this, I would pretend to be really committed to securing it and trying to get just that little bit of extra gold so Hagrid doesn't look for it. But he does not appear to be looking for the left mine. Never mind! Actually, he is sending units right forward to it.
Ooh, the VoD is
And he will
late.
find them. But there's one big difference. I think it's too late. Look at the resources. He's almost to 500. And he's max pop. He just needs to not fight, not lose stuff too much, and he's gonna be good in heroic aid with the market.
Oh, the heroic age is already on the way, so...
Oh,
almost
right.
done.
I completely missed that. And that is even worse.
So it's basically what you said, but with Mythic.
Yes! It's the same thing, but worse.
Oh, here we go again. Oh, the chaos hitting the Minotaur. Oh my goodness. The Tuxulis on the other side of the forest being a pain, but the Terma can easily respond to this together with the Satyr and take them down. No chance to escape. The Myrmidons also getting a pretty good fight against them there.
Yeah. I wonder what...
Yeah,
I
that's
was
it.
gonna say. I was gonna say, what kind of miracle is gonna Hagrid pull this time to make a comeback? But no. Is it round best of 3?
Yeah, it was a best of 3, and honestly, I mean, Hagrid has done great here, but Nullus just a little bit too powerful. Man, that was
looked
savage.
really close.
That was really savage.
Yeah. Up next, More versus Pimo.
We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep hosting events. Just recently, we moved subscriptions from Patreon to our website. This reduces the cost of the packages for the supporters and removes third-party fees. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.